when you punish an entire state for the actions of their leaders, or like perhaps just people within the state, you know, if you're dropping bombs or if you're like cutting off food supplies to an entire state, like you are killing innocent children is in mothers, husbands, wives, and brothers and sisters, like, you know, all these people who are not directly involved in it. Maybe they happen to live in the country and embrace some of the ideals, and maybe they'll like promote some of those or defend some of those. But I mean, when you collectively punishment, you just destroy like any trust you have in the situation, because why would the U.S. do that to this country? Why would Saudi Arabia or the rest of the world allow that to happen to Yemen? I mean, you know, there have always been certain things that you know you're not supposed. Even when it was just Europe's fighting, like our Christians fighting in Europe, you're not allowed to like drop bombs on us, or you know, fight on a Sunday, or do, you know, all these, or holidays, or all these certain things. Like you can't fight against women and children. You like, there are rules to war, and like collectively, like killing a group of people, or you know, starving them, or like doing anything like that, that is genocide. There's no way about it. You know, it's I don't know. The biggest thing. All right, you collectively punished the Germans after World War II, or World War I rather. And like they were all so poor off that like it allowed for the rise of like some like insane person, Hitler, and like a bunch more people get killed, and you get an even bigger genocide because the Germans are now lashing back against everyone else. Especially when it's being done through the violence of institutions like Christianity, capitalism, and just like kind of the military-industrial complex broadly. Like when it's being done through things like that, and it's so grotesquely violent, honestly, like people have to respond with violence after a certain point. I mean, turning the other cheek really only works in a situation where like the enemy has a conscience, and America doesn't have a conscience. We don't feel bad about these things, we don't recognize them, we don't understand them. I mean, we don't care. So the rest of the world is at the point where they're not going to turn the other cheek anymore. They're not going to hope for us to be better. They've seen it for a long time. We're not getting better. We're not handling these things better. Like, I don't know. If we like didn't learn enough from Iraq and 9/11 and all the like chaos that ensued in the pointless war and all the family and all the friends we lost because of that, like we still got Syria and Yemen and all these other issues going on. Like we didn't figure it out. Like we still have the same problems and we still don't have a conscience. So,